Okay, time to wrap it up for April 23rd. Option expiration was the play. We had been talking about that pretty much all day long in the financials, and we had guessed a close in the 12 area after R8 held up as support for the day session. That's the official close day session was 12.5. So looking at the F1 screen, and next week is a 2-year auction. So we'll go ahead and we'll fold all this stuff back in. And the 2-year auction is usually a pretty good one. It will be on Monday, not on Tuesday. So I would anticipate a pretty good opening come Monday morning for our day session. So those of you in London have a chance to get in early. Higher low, higher high says we're looking to be a buyer on the note. I kill my Skype here. So right now, we're sell 15 to 19. Sell 23 to 27. On the buy side, 5 to 9. And buy 2, 29 to 01. Now we do have some news. We have Dallas Fed and PMI flash services, and neither one of those usually cause or create much of a reaction. So I'm not looking for much on the news front other than the 2-year auction come Monday. Looking at the 30-year, went out at 22. The official close was, I had 19, a little bit higher. We were guessing 16 or 17 on that one, so a little bit higher. Pretty strong market. We rejected prices over 163. We're at 22, 2-letter ledge. So the first sell is going to be 27 to 01. Then I'm going to jump it. If we get up a little bit, we're going to put 7 to 11. Try to pick up these points right in here, this spill. Win against those a little bit higher. So near resistance will be where we are. Oh, crap. Calls from accountants, lawyers, and Dell. So here we are. Anyway, so we got to sell at 27 to 31, and then we're going to jump it to 7 to 11. On the buy side, in this 2-letter ledge and this 4-letter ledge down here, we got a chance, and given the volatility, if it were the 5-year auction, I would have the buy at 9. So we're going to try for 5s to 9s, but I'm going to put 13 here as a question mark because the 2-year auction is a pretty good one, and then 29s to 1 for buy 2. Fitz, thank you so much for that article. I appreciate it. This guy, you know, because he's just an everyday Joe that figured out how to take advantage of a rigged system, which we take advantage of. I mean, we make no bones about it. We can read it. We know exactly what they're doing. So nothing wrong with that. But to make him a scapegoat for all this baloney goes on just because he can't pay the hundreds of $millions to the government when they want it, I hope he beat them. But the whole damn deal, I hope England has the guts to stand up to this crew that's running our government now. Okay, the E-mini, 2118 plus is where resistance is. I bet you we're going to close above 2118 by the end of April, and we're just here. So we read all these articles about the the end is near. That's true. The end probably is near. On a at least on a geologic sense and time frame, but it's the timing. And every central bank in the world is doing this. They're howling about Greece having debt 175% to their GDP. Japan's is almost 400%. The United States is over 1-to-1 right now. So there's the Japanese experience. If every banker in the world is on the same page, and they are, is probably what the world is looking towards right now. So this could go on for a lot longer than anybody thinks. So again, the easiest trade to see, this one right here, higher low, higher high, is going to be failure to take out that 21.15 to 18. And look at the F2 screen. So selling failure to take out 21.15 basically. And then 19 to 21 for sell 2. You got to give them a little room to work it next week. On the buy side, it is 5 to 7 for Globex. That's where we are. If you trade this from an economic standpoint, which none of us can anymore, it's hard to get long. But you just have to say, screw it, drive on, and you buy and just see what the hell happens. Okay, gold got hit pretty hard. This is the one that's kind of a little out of sync today, a bit of an anomaly, a little bit hard to read. Let's go look at the F1 screen on gold. And we've got this this little 75 area that we'd identified, and we got the bottom of A right here. So this 69 to 75 is pretty good support. If we get through that, a dent at 1160, then we're back down to 1150. So looks like right now we're headed for 1150. And I don't have a fundamental reason to explain that. So lower high, lower low on F1. Looking for a place to sell it. And this market, after a spill, has a tendency to retrace. So coming in right underneath these lows right here, that make 80, 82, sell 1. And what is a better level of resistance will be 85, 87. I don't know why we're this low. 75 is support. We are pointed lower, so we'll make 70, 72. The idea that 69 might hold for buy 1. And then we'll be back down at 65 for buy 2. And then, of course, 75 is a round number. Okay, looking at crude, again, fundamentals, war. This thing just trades like it's going to trade, and we don't read a hell of a lot into it. So this 58.50, this 59.50 area right here, this spill from 60.50, 58.50 to 59.50 is where resistance is, and we got really, really good support starting at 54. 55 and currently at 55, 75, 56, and we're currently at 57.18. Right in the middle. So this has trading range written all over it come Monday, barring an obvious piece of news. And so we're going to make our M25 to 50. It's right where resistance is. It is aggressive. Then 75 to 58 where we were this morning. On the buy side, 56 to 56.75. And then 56, 56 and a quarter where we had hoped to be able to buy in our second buy level this morning, but we did not get that. So pretty aggressive on the sell side. And the euro. I still haven't seen any news out of Europe or Greece. I don't see how they don't come to an agreement. This may be the start of a 3 to 5 year process of unwinding and getting Greece out of the EU. I mean, I don't know. But it can be done. It probably would be in the best interest of all. These guys know how to run their currencies, Spain, Italy. I mean, they just devalue every couple of years. People that own property do just fine. Those that own bonds and notes don't. So here we are at 73, 109, sell 1. Sell 2 is going to be, pick up this low volume area up here, so we're going to make it 25. Sell 2 on the buy side, 825. Should have been smart enough to put that down today. Buy 2. And that does it for today. I wish you all a great weekend. We've got storms, moisture, warm weather, and cool weather all in the forecast this weekend. So everybody will be happy come Sunday evening. They will have gotten the weekend they envisioned. I hope it comes to you all too. And maybe Henry, being tied outdoors to a tree for a couple of years, has no fear of coyotes, has no fear of thunder and lightning. He gets after it. And if he hears the coyotes howl, he stops right down there, turns right where the sound comes from, and starts howling himself. So he probably had to learn that, being tied to the trees in western Nebraska. Y'all have a great evening. I'm out of here.